So, I wanted to talk about Palworld. I'm not in the position to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. It's been, these fans are terrible. I'm obviously somewhere where I'm not supposed to be talking, but I gotta get my thoughts down. It's funny because Nintendo was the reason why I tried Palworld for a second time, and I'm sucked in. It's addicting. It's addicting. It all kind of started back in the summertime, and I had a house situation. Long story short, I could only get any gaming in through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I say Ultimate because I was able to use it on my phone, but I wasn't home, and the Wi-Fi was absolutely just terrible. Like, I don't even know how if you don't have good internet, it's just, I don't even, you're kind of not really on the internet. You're kind of like half on the internet. It's like kind of, internet is 0.5, right? So I'm at a family member's house, and I am trying to play Palworld for the first time, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible. On a phone. I got the Game Sir controller, bought it. Works pretty good, actually. Uh, but man, gaming on the phone is just such a different experience. Long story short, I get through the character creation, and I play like, I don't know, 15, maybe 10 minutes. I put it down because the internet connection was bad, and it's handheld. It's just, I just couldn't do it. And there was a lot of games that I've tried on the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate because my living situation would not allow me to do gaming on a bigger screen. Like, if phone gaming is all that you have, then you already know what to do. You know what I mean? But it was not working for me. So, long story short, my living situation changed again. I'm able to sit down. No. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. So a few months pass, and suddenly, news articles start posting that Palworld is being sued by Nintendo company. There's like that 15,000 lawsuit in terms of just suing anybody. They sue people, they sue companies. They don't care. They don't care about anybody. Just big bullies. That's all they see. That's what they sow. They reap. I mean, that's what they reap. They sowed those seeds. And people are starting to be aware of it. And I'm just like, you know what, man, this sucks. Like, I forgot all about Palworld. That's the funny thing about it. I forgot all about Palworld. I don't remember sort of what was going on when it happened, but I just saw the news articles, just like, yeah, they're being sued finally being sued. And I'm just like, really? Like, dude, I forgot all about it. Like, I don't even, why are they suing them? Like, they weren't even a threat, in my opinion. Yeah, Palworld had blown up, apparently, but, it kind of went down, and I'd already tried it. But, I don't know if it's spite or what, but I was like, you know what, let me try this real quick. Let me try Palworld again, because, Nintendo, I really don't appreciate you. And I don't appreciate all the things that you've done. I don't appreciate the company that you've become. I don't appreciate how you handle people, your main customers, if you know what I mean. I don't like how you handle your biggest customer base. I really don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate what you're doing in the news. I don't appreciate your movies. I don't appreciate anything about you, Nintendo. Just about anything. And you got so much ill will. So much ill will with me as a consumer with your Joy-Con. I still haven't forgotten about that. You think the world is moving on. Maybe they did move on. Maybe you did win a couple lawsuits here and there about the left Joy-Con. But you know what? Just because you win doesn't mean that it's over. You know what I mean? Just because you win something doesn't mean like, oh, okay, well, we won this case legally. That means all feelings are resolved. It's like, no, that's not how it happens. You can get all the AI bots in the world to dogpile. Hang on. You know what? You can get all of the winningest lawsuits that you can, but just because you won a lawsuit doesn't mean that you won the hearts and minds of the consumers, of all the consumers. You can get as many AI bots as you want, AI bots and yes, people and super fans as you want, but you're not going to be able to drown out this portion. The portion of people that still feel cheated, the portion of people that still feel tricked. They still remember that Mario 35 stuff. They still remember you pulling that game. They still remember. I still remember. All right. Artificial scarcity. Yeah, I bought the anniversary or whatever, the 3 Sunshine Galaxy, and I bought it after I said I wouldn't. But you know what? It's run out with me. You know. You go ahead. So show your Switch 2. So go ahead. Show it. Show it. See what happens. You know, 2020 is over. But anyway, long story short, I was like, let me try this again. Let me just try it because I'd forgotten all about it. The fact that Nintendo's once again, they make headlines for all the wrong reasons. Once again, throwing their weight around. I was like, you know what? Let me try this. And you know what? Man, it just got its hooks into me. The first thing I was doing was just like, before that, I keep getting ahead of myself. I had already canceled my Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription because I wasn't using it. The mobile portion just was not doing it for me, and I could not. And even when the connection was good, gaming on a phone it's too small of a screen unless you're doing low graphic something. I don't know. None of the games on Ultimate, let's keep it real, was not optimized for a small cell phone screen. It's just not a smartphone. It's just not optimized for it. So I'm squinting. I'm doing all this stuff. You know, games like Banjo-Kazooie played great because of the resolution. It was almost like as if it was optimized for the phone. I just could not get into it for most of the library, and I didn't have any time. So I was like, what's am I going to do? So I went ahead and just, resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to do it, and I canceled the subscription. Need to say my $20. They were going up anyway, which is kind of crazy, right? So after that, they were like, let me try Palworld because all the news articles did it. I was like, okay, let me try this. And then I turned my Bing points. Yes, I'd search for Bing just for this very reason. I did my Bing searches. I gathered up enough points. I'd already had a bunch of points. I went ahead and exchanged it for 1 month free of PC Game Pass. Now, I downloaded Palworld finally. I downloaded it. I didn't stream it. I didn't cloud it. I played it. I downloaded it. I played it. And honestly, I'm really thinking about buying the game outright. Just I want to own it forever. I say that forever. That's a whole different thing. I don't really own it, but might end up buying it on Steam because it's just that I can start over. Starting over is fun. I'll do that, but before I get too into it, I'm already into it deep. But my goodness, when I first played Palworld, it was just, I don't know, it started to work for me. I've been able to sit down, I was able to read and get into what the game was trying to teach me how to do, building a bench for the first time, building, armor for the first time, getting a stick. And it took me a while to figure out, to be honest with you. I know. I don't play these games very often, but it took me a while to figure out, all right, what does this button do? What does this button do? What does this button do? And, it did a good job. It is as good as a job as it could have for somebody who has a low attention span, such as myself. And I caught my first pal. Ooh-wee, that felt good. That felt really good. That felt good. It was a chicken. It was a chicken something. My gosh. I think I remember before it got too into it, I think I renamed him. Yeah, but I ended up doing that. Threw a ball or a sphere, the thing that they're being sued for, which is, oh gosh, it's okay to say if you hate Nintendo, dude. It's all right to hate them. You're not gonna get any points, brownie points. It's okay to be different, If you don't like what they're doing, that's fine, It's okay to dogpile on them. I bought loads of stuff from them. I still don't like them. They just make good games. That's it. But the other stuff that they're doing, it's affected my gameplay with everybody else. It's crazy. But I caught my first chicken. Man, that felt good. I like the percentage. I like the 3D environment. I like the open worldness. I like being able to pet it. I like being able to run around with it in a 3D environment. I like the graphics. It's not anything to write home about, but it's not bad either. The character customization could look a little bit better, obviously. But thankfully, I'm not focused on that too much. I mean, my character like green or something. Because everybody looks so bad in this game, but that's not that big of a deal. It's not going to keep me from having fun. But hey, that's what updates are for, right? They can update it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't mind buying this game at all. I had so much fun. I did like one tower. I did one tower, and so far, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I did like one tower, one boss, and I just stopped. Not stopped the whole thing, but I stopped going through the main quest because I just don't want it to end. I just do side stuff. I capture pals. I try to fill out the pal deck. I'm trying to figure out more about like breeding. I'm opening up new bases. It's great. It's fun. And every pal, even I don't care if it gets copied or not, who cares, right? The only reason why you would care about this stuff is if you were a full-on Pokemon fan. Other than that, it doesn't matter. Even if you are a Pokemon fan, who cares? Who cares? Anyway, let Nintendo do what they do, but you just enjoy this content. Enjoy it, and be glad that there are other things. And they're not even the same game. They're not even the same game. The only thing that's different, that's similar, is the look of the monsters. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they look like their own, and then sometimes the throwing thing that they're being sued for, which is bull, is absolute bull. But yeah, I'm honestly, it's a lot like Breath of the Wild, if you ask me. But it's whatever. Um, it's not even like, and then again, Breath of the Wild isn't the only game that's done that. Like, where's the future? You know what I mean? For us, if they end up being able to win in any court anywhere, where's the future for gaming? What can people do? I don't care if they're not a small indie dev. It doesn't matter. Compared to Nintendo, they are. They might not be indie, but they're dwarf compared to Nintendo and Pokemon. They are a dwarf, and I don't care what anybody says. Pokemon makes the NBA look bad. You know what I mean? Pokemon is huge, probably the top grossing franchise on the planet Earth. So I don't really care about this. Pocket, whatever is. They're not indie. Who cares? It's semantics. It doesn't matter. Everybody's small compared to Nintendo's Pokemon. All right, doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm having a great time with the game. I really am. I didn't expect to be that much into it. Oh, and by the way, I have to tell you, I'm playing single player. And no offense to the folks in internet land. I'm enjoying this single player experience. I've not gone multiplayer, and I probably won't until after I am bored with the game and I want something else. But I am doing it single style, and my gosh, give it up for single player games. It's great. Single player games is absolutely amazing. I'm just so tired of, no offense, just the 2020s. You know what I mean? Like everybody has to play with somebody. Everything's multiplayer. I'm glad I have the option. I'm very, very thankful that Palworld gave me the option to explore this planet, this world on my own. It feels great. It does. Because that's a whole different topic of discussion. Just being tired of like, hey, play with these people. And sometimes you get peopled out. Sometimes you get social media out and burned out of social media and all of the likes and the clicks and the, not you guys. You guys are different, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you just need to be by yourself for a while. At least for me, my roots. And this is a whole nother topic. My roots for gaming was so very different than everybody else, than a lot of people's roots. My roots for gaming included mostly single player, and when me and my brother, when my brother was around, he had a controller, and we played together. That's it. If you didn't have anybody to play with, that was it. It was you and the game and the experience. You didn't have a chat box. You didn't have another thing up for Twitch or YouTube streaming. You was just you in the game. Whatever the developer wanted you to see, that was it. And there's a beauty in that I think is lost. There's a beauty in that I think that needs to come back. The disconnect, that needs to be one. There needs to be a disconnect. People need to be by themselves for a while. this algorithm people, algorithm kids, that needs to stop. Just stop trying to be the funniest guy in the room. Stop trying to be the class clown. It's annoying. Okay, all right, I'm done. But just, you know what I'm trying to get at. That algorithm people, the adults too, just trying to be funny. It's like, why even comment? Like the comment section. Anyway, this is a whole nother thing. I'm just getting tired of the internet. I'm getting tired of it. I'm probably the only person to say this, but I am getting so tired of the way things are going. It's too much. But this is a whole thing. I want to be able to go to the I just want to be able to just disconnect from everything. Not think about, hey, this is what happened on Twitter X. This is what happened, here. This person said that there. I just missed a time where it was just you, the experience, and there weren't any phones. Just think, hey, I gotta make some content out of this. Hey, I gotta come up off of this. It was just you, your friends, your family, or yourself. Maybe you watched a movie. Maybe you went to the movies at popcorn, just had a good time, and came back home. I don't know. That's just me. I think I'm just missing those days. I'm missing those days. But yeah, gaming was just felt less loud. There's millions and millions of people just talking at you at once, and I can't do it. But yeah, play Palworld. It's fun. That's about it. I'm pretty sure this maybe not even make it to a video. All you guys are hearing are fans. You guys might like it. You might hate it. Who knows? But this is the only time I have for it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Bye.